My name is Connor Nolan. I oversee our account management function at Clari. So the first of two dashboards that I'm going to highlight, one is my NDR dashboard. So again, this is where I look at my net dollar retention business. I can track my bookings quota. I can see the projection that Clari is making for my business based on our current coverage of expansion, as well as our forecast on churn. I can see the hard commit that we've made as a business through our forecasting roll-up, and I can see the overall coverage level of expansion to goal. So if I have set a goal of 1.5 million of expansion, this is looking at my inventory of pipeline to understand the degree of coverage that I have to get to that goal. So in this situation, I can see that I've got a fairly conservative coverage level. So I really need to make sure that the customers that we're out there selling to and renewing with are healthy, because I don't have a 2, 3, 4x coverage that can help mitigate some of that if some of those deals don't close. So that's obviously a really important metric. I'm going to go through a couple of the KPIs, and keep in mind, this is a snapshot into how we've set it up. One of the beauties of Clari is that you have a lot of flexibility. So if there's other metrics that are kind of key or focal for your business, throw them up there on the dashboard. Have them be a part of your team meetings about your monthly check-ins or quarterly QBRs, so that everyone is aligned on the same really key metrics that matter to your business. So again, I can see open expansion, what we've already closed as far as expansion, what's sitting out there in terms of open churn versus things that have already closed. I can start to see our upsell inventory. So I can see, what do we have out there as far as opportunities that are either open or won for some of our strategic accounts. So in this situation, I'm organizing it by account. In this view, I'm organizing it by account manager. So you can really slice the data differently to start to understand, where are the deals sitting, and how is the ownership of those opportunities being managed from a workload balance perspective. Another quick snapshot is I've got another dashboard specifically called our Renewal Health Outlook. So this is where I really focus the lens, and this is just an example, right? But I really focus the lens on just our renewal business. And I start to break out all of our renewal inventory across our health, across churn. And I start to look out into out quarters, out fiscal years, and start to say, how healthy is our renewal book of business based on customer health, right? Are there maybe additional investments we need to make into our customer success organization? So every week, as we mentioned, I do a weekly forecast roll-up for my team, from every account manager all the way up to me. And so what we've done here is we've kind of brought this in under a net retention tab. So in Clari, one thing that's great is that not only do you have kind of your targets here, I've got my bookings goal here. You'll notice that I've got $31 million of renewals, but my bookings goal is nearly 36 million. That's because of NDR, right? I'm trying to grow my book beyond just what I'm renewing. I can see what we've closed quarter to date and where I'm at in terms of progress. I can see what I have left to go. So I have a kind of a snapshot of my go get, what I need to go accomplish for the end of the quarter. I can see a roll up of my churn forecast, and I can see the metrics as far as, if we have this churn amount at the end of the quarter, what will that mean in terms of gross retention, as well as my overall renewal rate against the renewing book that quarter? I can see my expansion forecast. And again, all of these, when I drill into this, these are all editable. I can add notes. So this is all part of that forecast submission process. But I can start to see, what is my forecasted renewal expansion rate? So I can see here, 138%. What is my overall net retention against my book of business if I can achieve this goal? So this gives me that full snapshot into NDR. And then I can go out and I can get some really insightful things around my inventory. So I can see that this quarter, right, I've got $4 million of renewals sitting in red accounts, right? That's something that I'm probably going to want to sit down and have a chat with Meredith about, to say, hey, we are in quarter. We've got customers that are in a red status. What can we be doing to get them in a better place so that we're ensuring that we don't increase our potential churn forecast? One of the things that I found as a leader is the opportunity grid gives me agility that I would never have otherwise. So I can see all of my renewals. Let's say I want to go out and look at all of my renewals by status. It quickly goes out and takes inventory of all my renewals. But maybe that's not enough. I want to now go out and see all of our renewal status by health. So now I can go out here and say, okay, here are all my green accounts where we maybe, I've got my, yellow or red renewals, right? Meaning that they're not really progressing the way we wanted, but I can now see the distribution of those red or yellow renewals across health. So this is kind of interesting. I might go to my team and say, hey guys, what's going on, right? We've got 38 accounts that are green where our renewal's not in a good place. What can we be doing about it, right? What are we out there doing to drive engagement with our customer? And what's nice about this is every one of these deals, you'll notice I've got insights that I can get specifically around the activity we're doing out in the field. So the emails that are going back and forth, the meetings that are being set up between us, right? We're bringing in integration from Marketo, Gong, HighSpot, Outreach, you name it, right? We can bring in those customer touch points so that you're getting direct line of sight into what's going on within your accounts. And you can take it one step further.